serving the United States in red, getting this game underway. And it's the USA first on the board. It's a big swing through the left side. It's already an efficient offense for the Americans. Keeping things on Sila. Through the middle, that's left, and that's just deep from Denesi. Getting a little bit underneath that. She had to follow her setter in right far to that left antenna. It's a great little set back over her head, but she was lined right up with Ogbogu as well. Cook with the serve. Set out to Pietrini. Pietrini's dug. Recycled off the block. This is tight again. Redirecting out of the net. Rolling over onto Italy's side. Out to Pietrini. The off speed catches the Americans out of time. And she just pops that into the hands of Thompson on Ogbogu. That redirect from Denesi, very, very nice. And a great reaction play from Carlini, just sat right underneath that block. Pietrini with the serve. Nice angle through the right side. Pietrini will bump set that up to Sila. Out to Larson, and Larson's blocked. And there's that height for Italy coming into play. Denesi and Antropova, the two tallest players on court for Italy at the moment. Out to Larson again, this time Larson, no mistake about it. Fires that into the corner. Pietrini in the sixth position, diving across to try and stop this. But it's a well-struck ball. Ogbogu with the serve. Sila on the pass. Out to Antropova, it's off the block and away from her. Antropova, a key offensive player. She scored 34 points against Thailand when Italy and Thailand clashed in game 3 of this tournament. Absolutely insane attacking player through the right side. The pipe attack is good. What a swing from Cook. Perfect timing, and you get the block of Lubian going with that middle attacker as well, opening things up for Cook through the back. Float serve onto Sila. Big swing from Sila, high off the hands. Oh, and the off-speed slide, not working out for Retke, doesn't really connect. So tied at 4s early on in set 1. Still lots of time for these two teams to feel each other out. Retke just on the way down as that ball's coming into her airspace. It's the tough thing about being a middle. You're taking off before that set is true and well out of the hands of the setter. That one from Larson, though, definitely a kill shot. Hooked up very nicely with Carlini. Carlini's movement is so good as well. She's pushing all that momentum back in court so she can fire that ball forward. Larson in the backcourt now. Just pops it over onto Sila. Nice and high for Antropova. The call goes to the States. And originally the players on Italy backing Antropova, saying there's a touch, but Antropova says, no, no. That one was my bad, guys. Larson again onto Sila. Makes her way out for the attack. It's a tight set. Great pancake to pop it up. Free ball over. Out to Sila again and into the corner. That's great effort from Italy to keep this one in play. Sila really having to reach for that first one. Check out the defense from Thompson to pick that up. Rolled onto Retke, just a tip over. Scramble play for Italy. Antropova pops it over. And a tip through the block. Cook just redirecting that one off the hands of Lubian. USA maintain their 2-point lead. Italy sticking in that. They're doing some really great scramble play. The USA relentless in their attack. It's a great pass from Frasino. And Pietrini hammers it onto the head of Ogbogu on the block. Ogbogu, to be fair, getting up really nice and high, stealing off that cross court, but Pietrini gets on top of this ball, forces it through her arms. That one could have gone either way. Bit of luck for Pietrini, Italy won't mind. Big serve, Larson takes it well. And a great bit of defense down the line as well. Sela with a swing, and that was a big rally. Sela with the finisher. Just to the side of Ogbogu, changes up that flight of the ball, catches Thompson out. What a play from Italy to draw even at sevens. This one from Lubian, just too short into that netting. Onto Pietrini. USA keeping that serve on the outside hitter. Antropova puts a stop to that very quickly, and that's a rapid side out for Italy. Spike speed 89 kilometers an hour from backcourt. Antropova gets up so nice and high. Gets her thumb nice and high as well to find the cross court. Through the middle, good dig for Italy, but it's out wide and no one underneath that second ball. That one good for Ogbogu, that'll put her on the score sheet. Huge swing from Thompson. Got right into her airspace, doing it like she was born for it. And we almost saw a smile from Karch. That would have been something extra special. The bump set out to Pietrini. Pietrini going for high hands, doesn't find them. We will get a challenge from Italy on this play to see if there was a block touch. Just a reminder, with that challenge system, each team gets 2 challenges per set. If you're correct, you get to keep the challenge. If you're wrong, you lose it. So you gotta use them sparingly, but we've seen some incredible shifts of momentum from challenges that coaches have called earlier in this tournament. So definitely an art to it. We're looking for a block touch. This is a tough one. The hand of Pietrini right in there at the same time. So yes, there is a block touch. That one, a good challenge for Italy and for Mazzanti. So Pietrini now with 3 points to her name, highest scorer on court from the baseline. That's a big swing from Thompson, sharp angles through the right side. She plays for Vakifbank in Turkey. And she's so springy. She just gets up so nice and high and can find those sharp angles. Huge block for the USA. Completely have shut down Italy through the middle, and that was a huge, huge momentum shift. As I say that, we'll get a timeout call from Italy. The Americans up 12-9 in set 1.
E quello che vi ho detto, belle aggressive sulla rice, ok? Non troppo sulla pancia, stiamo alte e attacchiamo. I riferimenti a muro sono giusti, poi se ci fugge qualcosa, amen. Dentro con le difese, se ci fugge una palla 1 contro 1, nessun problema, o difese o tutto il lavoro sulle palle sporcate, ok? Ci siamo, ok? Dai, vai, vai,
Mazzanti just calling a timeout in play, trying to stop that momentum shift with the Americans. For the first time all game, they're up by 3. These two teams have been going pretty much point for point for the most part. USA just squeaking in 2 every now and then. But Mazzanti not wanting this game to run away from his team. This is my favorite thing that Polish fans do, is they imitate the referee. We'll get a good look at it when we get that wider camera angle. Out to Antropova, off hands and dug. Great defense from Italy. The second touch is there. Pietrini with the tomahawk over. Out to Thompson, through the block. And we thank the referee and a few hundred Polish fans for making that call for us as well. So Bogu on the baseline still with the serve. Just over the tape, onto Sila. Out to Antropova. That's straight down from Antropova. And a big point for Italy. Right out to that right side, almost at 100 kilometers an hour. We're talking about cars on the highway speed. Thompson with the tip and right through. Smart play from Thompson. Changing up that pace. She's been really, really hammering the ball away most of the set so far, and she'll just go for the tip this time. So Thompson now from the baseline just rolls one over onto Sila. And Italy this time thinking there might be a touch on that ball. And we will get a challenge for block touch. USA celebrating. And you can see the players asking each other if they touched it. Retke saying she definitely didn't. So we'll see what this video challenge shows. Italy already using and being correct with the challenge so far in the set. So they still have 2. But if this point stands, they'd be 5 points back. So a small group of American fans cheering the no block touch. So 15-10, and Thompson from the baseline. Sila hammers that into 6. That was so impressive, that set. Off the net further than she would have wanted. She almost jumps backwards into this swing. And gets 88 kilometers an hour of force behind it as well. So we'll get a substitution as Vauquelin comes on court for Italy. That's a nice swing right into the cross court. Persino can't get behind it. That is a steep, steep angle. Have Gennari come in now for Antropova. So swapping the setter and opposite, keeping 3 big swings in that front row. Italy trying to salvage what they can from the set. Larson with the serve. Hands from Persino out to Sila. She swings high, but too high. They're not going to use another challenge. Quick apology from Sila. She gets up nice and high as well. But we'll have another timeout call from Italy. USA up 17-11 in set 1.
Allora, in tutte le palle esclamative o meno e in tutti I contrattacchi voglio la qualità della nostra alzata, quindi non voglio che su una palla esclamativa la palla ci rimane a 2 metri da rete, ok? La andiamo a giocare là su quella palla alta, bella corta, così abbiamo tutti I colpi, e di qua belle vicine. Le abbiamo avute le nostre occasioni, le nostre opportunità, ma non le abbiamo sfruttate bene. Dai, via, vamos!
So Mazzanti again trying to regroup with his team. Last time he called a timeout, 3 points back. This time they're 6 points back, and the USA looking very much at the top of their game for this match. Larson just putting that over the tape. Janari with the bump set tight into Nvakalor's space. Great joust from both sides. Out to Retke on the slide, and Retke misses wide. No touches on that block either. So Italy getting lucky with 2 jousts in a row going their way, and an unforced error from the Americans. Sila floats that onto Larson. It's a free ball over from Cook. Lots of time for Frasino to get underneath. Through the middle, that's huge from Louvian. Italy in system, absolutely lethal. And they have now come back to within 4 points of the USA in this first set. Right onto the hands of Janari, and she will link up beautifully with Louvian. It's a short serve. Wongerantes gets underneath it very well. Off the block and away. Cook and Retke come together strong through Italy's right side. Just too much for Nvakalor at the moment. Retke through the back. Out to Pietrini. Pietrini finds hands. That's a great dig from Larson. Nice from Sila as well. Both teams defensively strong. Oh, and the rollover from Pietrini. Just high volleyball IQ. Gonna take all the heat off it, find some space. Sila with a great pickup. Janari coming into the middle of court and just popped over Thompson. Will be in with a top spin serve onto Larson. Thompson with the tip from backcourt, picked up from Nvakalor. Janari with the free ball over. Oh, good effort. Doesn't come out of the netting. And Carlini with the 2-ball gets the point for the USA. Good pick up from Nvakalor underneath that block, but Carlini with the tip behind her head. Nice set out to Pietrini. Oh, almost covered off the block. Danesi underneath her. But that is huge from Thompson. Thompson, the highest point scorer on court. That'll give her 6 points now. So Pietrini coming off court for the likes of Francesca Villani. Santi just changing things up near the end of the first set, seeing what momentum he can get. Nvakalor hard off the block. So we'll get Antropova coming back in as well as Bozio. That's a big swing, but Frasino gets underneath it. Villani with the hammer. So it's Villani that puts a stop to the rally in Italy. Still 4 points back, the USA at 20. They just need 5 points to win this set. Tip is blocked and covered. Cook through the right side, finds Sila. Antropova is dug. Out to left side again for the USA. This is high off the block. Sila's waiting. Out to Villani down the line. Carlini's on it. Villani again, this time Larson underneath it. Hands from Thompson out to Cook, and Cook puts an end to the rally. That is a long rally. Great defense from both sides, but it's Cook that finds some space right in front of Sila in backcourt. Out to Villani. Villani finds the angle. That is huge for Italy. Such impressive stuff. It's a tight pass. Sila puts it away. That is right into her airspace, and she just times this so perfectly. Timeout call from the United States. This time they're up 21-18 in set one.
We'll be ready for this serve now that we've seen it once. Too many swings to 6. Let's keep it away from there. Make them work in the corners or throw it into shallow 6. They're playing pretty deep. Here we go.
So Karch, with not a lot to say to his team, just wanting to stop the momentum of Italy at the moment and just giving them a few tips of where some open space is. Said put it into the corners or in that channel 6 because they're playing quite far back. And then past that, just the American teammates helping each other out, seeing what they can find for their teammates to play that ball through. Just 3 points between them now. Huge through the middle. There's Agbogu. That one was such a clean strike from her. We'll get Ali Franti coming on court as well. She'll come in to serve at 22-18. Taking it Agbogu for that position in 1. Oh no, Italy very sure there's touches on this. Sila is saying that you could hear the touch. Now we can only challenge the touches if it happens at the level of the net, so those block touches. Anything on the way out can't be challenged. We'll take a look as that one comes through Franti, and that is very, very close. Out to Sila. Sila onto the block. This one into Italy's airspace. Oh, smart from Danesi. Sila with the block. And Larson is shut down through the left side. Great block from Antropova. She's really getting up and redirecting that straight down. So even with Cook and Franti underneath it, hard to stop. And it's Scarcini coming into court for Italy. She'll be serving a little bit. Oh, almost from Sila off the foot and almost back in play. Looking for a little bit of that Italian football spice. So the USA with set point number 1 of 5 now, and it's Thompson on the baseline. Floating that one over. It's an overpass. Retke's dug. Oh, and it ends with a net touch call on Lubian. We'll get a challenge to see if there actually was one. So not the end of the set just yet. Originally it ended because the second referee said that Lubian was on the net as she was attempting to block that. It was a great dig from Fursino as well, or centerline fault rather. So for this one to be a true centerline fault, the entirety of the foot that's touching the ground has to be underneath the net at the center line. Italy watching the big screens in the arena very, very close, and that entire foot is truly over the center line. So good spot from Wim Cambre as our second referee, and that's our first set done. USA take it 25-19 over Italy. So there's your confirmation of set score. A strong start for both teams, but the USA coming out on top on those extra long rallies. Both teams are very offensive-minded, very attack-minded. Here's our stats for this set. So even. It's just a few unforced errors from Italy and the 2 blocks in it. Again, both these teams really, really strong at the net, lots of height. So Italy sure to be getting a few more blocks through the second set. But really at this point, there's not a lot they can both do to improve their offense. Everything being dug. We're having some really great long rallies in this match. 2 very evenly matched teams. Cook with some big swings. Italy are right there the whole time. It's just that half-second delay every now and then, and there was not a lot in it, just the 6 points between them. There's just those steep attacks from the USA. They're hitting on top of the ball really, really hard, getting a lot of power on it. There's big hitters for Italy as well. Antropova, namely one of them. She hasn't been accessed as much as Italy would have liked. Antropova only scoring 4 points, whereas USA's Thompson on top of the board with 7 after that set. Some attack placement from Italy. If they're green, they're a winner. Going a little bit through the center and the right, but unsurprisingly through the center and left, unsurprisingly through the right quite a bit. Antropova, one of their key attacking players. The United States, on the other hand, going beautifully split through 37-37 and 26 for their attacks. A lot of winners from them, but they much prefer to keep that offense a little bit more spread out on the net. And again, with that pass going right onto the head of Carlini, she can move the ball around all over the place, really access all her hitters. USA, an interesting team. They don't really have one single star. They're just strong across the board. Italy, on the other hand, prefer to usually play with an outlet player. USA feeling good. They're back out on court, jamming out to the Macarena. Italy, on the other hand, all business. They're really, really focused, trying to get into the second set. Starting off the second set with the serve. And Antropova using the block to get the first point on the board for Italy. Thompson, oh no, got down on it hard. Sila stuck an arm out, got a beautiful dig. No one ready for that second one. And an ace for the USA. That one falling into the back corner. So hot tip from Karch Karai. Knows where those weaknesses are. Just in that seam between Sila and Pietrini. Cook with another one. This one passed out to Pietrini. Rolls it over. Wongerantis is underneath it. Larson just tips it over. And Larson finds the line, and that's the experience in players like Larson. She's 36 years old, has been such a key player for this American team, and still arguably at the top of her game. With plays like that, you cannot disagree. The USA up to a quick start. They're up 3-1. Antropova is dug. Out to Thompson, and she's dug. Beautiful block from Pietrini and Danesi. Thompson getting a lot of whip into this, but it's right off the hands of Pietrini and on to Thompson. She tried to dodge out of the way. Hard to say whether that was falling out or not, but when all your momentum's going forward, that's impossible to do. Pietrini from the baseline on to Cook. Out to Thompson again, this time it's high off hands. Out to Larson, aggressive tip, Pietrini's under it. Free ball over onto Cook. Out to Larson. Larson rolls it over, and she catches Bosio out down the line. Larson can find these impossible angles down the line. Very frustrating to play against because her entire body is facing into that cross. And then she's just able to redirect the ball. Buggle from the baseline, onto Sila. That's a big swing from Antropova. Comes down on Retke. Retke gets so close to grabbing that. And again, 98 kilometers an hour from Antropova, one of the biggest hitters in this women's game. Out to Larson, that's popped off the block, back for the USA. Thompson finds cross court. It's a quick recycle for the United States. That one from Larson was a bit of a reach. It was all she could do to knock it off the block. 95 kilometers an hour from Thompson. So the USA giving it right back to Italy. Sila off the block, Thompson covers. To Cook through the middle, the triple blocks on her, but recycled. Free ball over, Sila will take it. Back to Sila, and the block is good for Retke. Italy just taking a second to regroup after this block. Another huge block. This time, though, Antropova uses the hands in front of her. So Italy stay within 2 of the USA. That's hard onto Larson's shoulder, right back into the Italian court. And that one even harder off Thompson's shoulder. So Italy, mean business here in set 2. And this from Sila to put it away. Carlini dropping her hands, trying to catch her out, swinging for those high hands. Another big serve from Antropova. Free ball over for Italy. Good dig from Cook. Out to Larson. Oh, and Larson shut down with a block from Lubian. Larson going for a really steep angle on that cross court. And after the USA had a strong lead early on in set 1, we're now tied at 6s. That's a beautiful push out from Carlini as well, from stick to stick. Antropova with an ace. 93 kilometer an hour spike. She is right up there with serving speed similar to that of the men. She's an incredible athlete through the back and through front row as well, but that'll tie her with Thompson for most points scored. This one right back into the Italy airspace. Lubian puts it away off the back of another massive serve from Antropova. So we'll get a timeout call from the USA. Italy up 8-6 in set 2.
Tama and the passers.
Keep us off. Okay. You got to patrol that net if there's a dribbler in there. Okay, you got that.
Here we go. So Coach Garay calls the timeout, and all he says to his team is chat amongst the passers. So he's not putting any of the work in during the game. All his work is done outside of this 2-hour match. He's letting all these players do their own thing. They know what they need to do best. They just needed some time to figure it out. Antropova keeping things hard on Larson. Out to Retke, the block is there. Lubian puts it down. Italy now have taken the last 5 points in a row. And what a swing for this Italian team after being down so early on in the set. Antropova with an incredible service run. That one just out the back means the USA draw to within 2 points. Serve on to Sila. That's out to Lubian through that slide. She just pops that off the block. Italy side out immediately. Sila on to Larson. Carlini finds Thompson through the pipe. Push out to Antropova. And Antropova, she is going to find some tall hands of the block, increase Italy's lead ever further. Off the fingertips of Cook and Retke through the middle. Thompson. Oh, Thompson with the point through the pipe. Italy very nearly popped that one up, but Thompson, such a hard hitter always. No matter where she is on court, she'll put a swing on it and she'll go for it. Slide of Lubian, blocking out. So that slide working really well for Italy just now. That pass right on the head of Bosio. She's able to open things up and get everyone involved in the attack. Bogu has to drift out to try and close that block, and it's just the movement of her hands out to the antenna that's going to direct that ball out wide. Huge serve. Tight onto the net. Great fix from Carlini. Great dig from Sila. Out to Antropova. That's hard off the block, and what a point. Italy in set 2, winning those long rallies that the USA were taking in set 1. Complete shift of momentum for the team in blue. Timeout call from the USA. Italy up 13-8.
We're back to our game. A, passing it high and off and ready to cover if we're setting out a system. And then B, back to our service pressure. They've been a little too much in system. We're going to keep it away from the bro. Here we go.
Come on! Here we go. USA! USA! Hey, keep it on them. Here we go, ladies. Here we go.
Karch just telling his players to put a little bit more heat on everything they're doing, put Italy back under pressure. Italy aren't under pressure and they're allowed to play their game. They're just such a smooth team. They run everything really, really smooth. They run a complex offense. Lubian with another big one. Cook passes it very well. Thompson is blocked. Thompson just trying to roll it through that 10 position. But Italy ready for the off-speed play. Just that right hand of Dinesi is going to close off that angle. So Italy ahead by 6 now, 14-8. Lubian still on the baseline. And Lubian, after a great service run, just knocks that into the tape. Still a 5-point lead in it for the Italian team, though. One-handed set for Antropova. Longarantis picking that up down the line. Out to Cook. She'll just roll it over. Big block. Antropova with another free ball. Cook again. And Cook finds the line. That is a huge swing from Cook through that left side. It's a great set from Longarantis as well. This time it's Bosio dropping her hands, thinking she might be used and abused on the block. Cook instead just going to find that line so steep. Petrini with the set out to Antropova. And Italy very sure that there is a touch off this block. The Americans saying no, so we'll have a challenge on this call. Just want a block touch at the net, so can definitely take another look at this using our Volt 6 cameras that we have set up around the field of play. Official review is no block touch on this play. Very, very tight one, but Italy lose the challenge at the end of the day. And we'll get Villani coming back on for Petrini. So a little bit of momentum going to the USA. Italy still very much in control of the score. Hard swing through the left. It's a very athletic set from Carlini out to the left side. Italy now, and Italy right into the pot. Villani with a very smart play, hammered it the first time and was dug. This time, just gonna come right on top of it and spin it down in front of Larson. Bosio with the serve. Out to Thompson, and Thompson finds space between 5 and 6. Thompson and Antropova going point for point, both wanting to be the highest scorer on court. Both with 10 points to their name. That one, Thompson's 11th. So just pulling ahead for her and her team. That from Cook into the net will give the 4-point lead back to Italy. Larson with hands, out to Thompson, she's blocked. Thompson again, finds her way through. For Thompson's second time of asking, grabbing the point for her side. We'll have Ali Franti coming in for Ogbogu through that baseline. Franti with a nice cross-court serve. Out to Antropova. Rolls it on a steep angle, but she's dug. Larson is blocked by Antropova. Larson struggling to get through that left side just now. So that'll be 8 points now for Italy, just from blocking alone, compared to the USA's 4. Serve on to Larson. Carlini finds Thompson. Nice high set out to left side. Sila wipes it off of Retke. Thompson is dug. That's a great bit of defense from the setter. Monarantis is underneath it. Out to Larson, and Larson blocked again. The coverage is there. Italy started celebrating already. This time it's the pipe attack. It's going to give Italy the point. That was an incredible bit of defense for the USA to keep that one alive. And beautiful from Bosio to dig that swing. Villani, the one to put it down. Thompson dug this one really high. Bosio with the bump set underneath it. Sila doesn't find the line. So we'll not get a challenge on this either, it looks like. Thompson from backcourt. That's a big swing from Lubian through the middle. She has a nice C-run. She gets out and around this ball and then gets her thumb down really nice and low to find that steep angle. Antropova, this time not going on a serving streak. From the baseline. The slide is blocked. Cook is right there on it. And that's a really, really big point for the USA, not only on the scoreboard, but huge for momentum. Timeout call from Italy. They're up 19-16 in set 2.
Vai con Nick. Vai con Nick. Solo una cosa ragazze, sulle situazioni sono capitate palle alte difficilissime, Miri. Prova ad aspettare un po' di più, perché sennò se arrivi sotto senza stacco poi non hai la forza per riuscire a fare il colpo. Erano difficilissime, ma aspetta solo un po' di più in modo che hai la forza per riuscire a fare anche un colpo forte, ok? Non solo il colpo sporco. Vai, tira, vamos!
So just 3 points between these teams and getting into the very end stages of the second set. If you're just joining us, the USA took set 1 25-19. Italy now ahead 19-16 in set 2. Larson with too much heat on it after the timeout. So Italy will see 20 first. Sila floating one onto Larson. Out to Cook, she's dug. Villani with the tip, Carlini will cover the block. Sila goes for the bump set, jump set rather, and that one off the head of Villani, swinging through the left side. The USA get a touch lucky off that block. Beautiful set from Sila, amazing hands to pretend to go for that pipe and then set through left side, but the USA ready for it at the antenna. Antropova off the block and wide. She's doing a great job finding hands in this set. Antropova with 12 points. Only 9 of those from attacks. She also has 2 monster blocks and an ace to her name this game. Lubin with a very sharp serve. Larson with the back set to Cook. She's dug by Lubin. Larson's underneath it. Carlini hustling to set Cook. Cook dug by Sila. Out to Antropova. That's off the block. Thompson brings it back. Cook with the swing down the line. Sila's under it. Out to Villani. The joust going the way of the USA. That set a little bit too tight for Villani. She had to pull up on her approach. But what a rally. Both teams leaving it all out on court. That pickup from Sila going down the line as Cook hammered it home, and Carlini, the one to redirect it back into Italy's side. 18 serving 21 now. Just rolling over the tape from Carlini. Antropova blocked by Bogu and Cook, shutting down Antropova through the right side. Timeout call from Italy. They're up 21-19 in set 2.
Respira e vai un attimo da Nick. Occhio solo una cosa. Prati deve dare la palla un pelo più dentro, ok, perché sta passando, però occhio una cosa, quando la palla vi passa e non riuscite a cercare l'anticipo sulla diagonale, non andate sul centrale, ok? Giocate sporco da questa parte, ok? Solo questa cosa qua. Sul resto, sta venendo fuori una partita di un sacco di difese, ok? È la prima occasione buona, dobbiamo metterla per terra. Dai, via! Bel lavoro, vai!
So just 2 points between them now. Italy earlier on had a 4-point lead going into the end stages of set 2. They've already dropped set 1, 25-19. Now 19 serving 21, and Carlini with the ball. Out to Villani and touches on the block. So Italy side out, and they'll have 3 points to win the set, 3 points ahead of the USA. Serve on to Cook. Out to Thompson. Oh, the block is there and no one to cover it. Antropova almost can't believe it. Just telling them to move on to the next one. Fursino wanted to get underneath that. Huge block from Antropova off her right hand. We like to call that a campfire when that happens. Everyone sat around the ball telling stories. We'll get Plummer in for the USA coming into front row. But it's the middle attack from Dinesi right away for Italy that make them C23. Villani getting too far underneath that ball, going out deep, so still just 2 points in it. Bogu knocking that one over onto Fursino. The middle attack is blocked by Recchi. The USA still very much keen to take this set. Sila so close to covering that ball. Bogu just deep on the serve. So 24 serving 22, and it's Dinesi on the baseline for Italy. Out to Thompson. Big dig from Bosio. Volani with the set. Out to Sila. She's dug. Out to Plummer. Plummer with her first swing and first point of the game. So 23 serving 24. Plummer, she is just built different. 88 kilometers an hour on that swing. She is an incredibly athletic player. So impressive through that left side. Thompson keeps that serve in. Antropova hard off the block, and Italy take the set, 25-23. So we'll get a change of ends, but we are one set apiece. USA taking that first one, 25-19. Italy coming back strong to take set two, 25-23. Here's your stats for that second set. Italy very much on the attack. A few more unforced errors, but they are just really trying to force those lines. And they're doing a great job of it. They're putting a lot of pressure on the USA, not letting them get as much in system as they were earlier. Both teams with some incredible defense at the moment. It seems like everything is just being popped up. These incredibly strong swings, all of them getting close to 100 kilometers an hour. Players on both sides getting underneath it. And of course, Carlini and Bosio, the two main setters on court, getting underneath all of those second contacts as well. It's been a very, very fun game to watch these two teams play. Quite a bit out of system play as well, as they're digging so many things just kind of straight up, the way you'd want it to be as well. But it just makes things interesting for the setters to see where they're going to go, who they're going to link up with. And of course, the blockers on the other side have a big job. There's that final point just outside the reach of Cook. So here's our Italian target zone, the center contacts. We're getting 68% still within that target zone. Incredibly impressive, especially off these big defensive plays. The United States, on the other hand, almost splitting things by thirds, only getting 39% in that target zone. So USA really gonna have to focus on that pass here in the third set. Italy picked things up from the baseline in set two. Not a lot of aces in it, still just one ace for each team so far in the match, but a lot of power behind these serves. So even if it's not an ace, it's just causing these teams to be out of system enough that they can't run the offense that they would love to do. So a small conglomerate of USA fans as well. Both these teams so far are undefeated in this tournament. Italy beating Korea, Slovenia, Thailand, and Colombia. USA beating Colombia, Thailand, Slovenia, Korea in that order. Neither team has gone to a five-setter yet. The other two teams in the top four, Poland and Germany, both going to multiple five-setters. So just a reminder of what these teams are fighting for. The top two teams automatically qualify to the Paris 2024 Olympics. A lot at stake, a lot on the line. And these two teams, as it stands, are in first and second. So this is going to be a big win for one of these teams this evening. Italy with the serve to start things off in set three. Right out to Thompson. Oh, Carlini getting a touch underneath that block. Well done. Thompson sends a free ball over. To Volani, she's dug. Thompson with the tip, Volani's underneath it. Sila with the tip, Cook is underneath. Cook through the right side. Cook finds the court. So the USA with the first point in set 3, but again, we're having incredibly long rallies. Maybe 5 kilometers an hour through that right side for Cook. Set out to Andropova. She'll be dug off that block. And Larson, she's gonna go cross court as well. First 2 points for the USA. Sneaks right inside court, right over the shoulder of Fursino. Short serve, Fursino picks it up. Out to Villani, and Villani off the block and wide. She gets a really nice angle on this one, so Italy on the board as well. She's just swinging for that high hand of Thompson. Thompson with the tip, Antropova's under it. Sila puts a swing on it, Cook gets there. Thompson this time finds the court. Ganassi got caught following Ogbogu through the middle, wasn't able to close that block off as well. Ogbogu puts one down the line. Sila is blocked but covered. Antropova down the line onto Ogbogu. Antropova just nails that line. Ogbogu standing in the right spot, but that's just at her shoulder. It's such an awkward place to play it. And Larson pulling her hands back again, trying to catch her, going for high hands. Block for Italy, but it's covered. Larson just volleying that back over. Antropova off the block. Thompson. And Thompson finds baseline. She made nice high contact with that ball. Out of system set, it was a really, really high set as well. She had a lot of time to get too far underneath it, but she held back on the approach and then was able to keep that ball in front of her to swing hard. Still on Sila, she gets back up quickly. Villani with the swing, great dig from Wongerantes. And Larson with the tip, it's on the floor. Sila holding back on her heels, waiting for that big swing into the cross court. That dig from Wongerantes, world class, getting her right arm underneath it. And then Larson, clever, clever stuff. My goodness, Antropova getting the entirety of her arm, making a 90-degree angle with that net on her block. Sila finds touches. Italy very much staying in this set, 3 serving 5. Antropova into the tape. Larson putting the ball in Villani. Antropova blocked, but a great cover on her own swing. Sila going for high fingertips, and Italy are sure of it. Will definitely be getting a challenge on this play. So the challenge is on this block touch. Antropova had an incredible cover off her own swing through 10. Oh, and definitely some fingertips from Team USA. Fair enough from Recchi. I wouldn't own up to it either. Steep swing, Antropova gets underneath it. Out to Villani. Recchi with a nice dig. Carlini setting up left side. And Cook knocks it off the block. Antropova had all her momentum going forward underneath that block. So we'll get a timeout call from Italy. USA up 8-4 in set 3.
Sui colpi in attacco dobbiamo essere bravi a fare una roba. Nei colpi alti, forti lì verso zona 6, loro sono bravi a toccare e a difendere. Quindi o abbiamo la spallata per cercare l'angolone, oppure iniziamo a cercare di più tutte le parallele. Ok? Più creativi sui colpi, pochi solo i colpi alti e più l'angolone e le mani. Ci siamo? Poi di qua se capita una palla così, amen, ok? Sono più composti.
Italy just trying to hang on here in set 3. They are down 8-4 as it stands, and it's the USA that have the ball. Over 2,000 people coming here to the Atlas Arena to watch this game between the first 2 ranked teams of Pool C in the Paris 2024 qualification tournament. Villani cracks one cross court. It's picked up well. Villani this time off the block and wide. Second time of asking, Villani comes away with the point. Just off the left hand of Carlini as she's trying to turn that ball into court. Big serve, Larson deals with it well. Huge block from Italy. Is it in? No, just wide of court. So close from Danesi. Rocio getting up nice and high as well. Danesi milliseconds off redirecting that ball back into court. Villani forces her way through the block. Just knocks it between the arms of Thompson. Off the block, Cristino's underneath it. Villani, the pancake from Carlini, that's beautiful. The joust is covered. Through to the right side. Antropova with the tip. Wongerantis underneath. Carlini from her knees. What a beautiful play. Both teams giving it everything. And Cook just gets underneath it. You can tell even by her landing, she was just coming into it a little bit too early. Tried to get on top of it. But Italy now within 2, 7 serving 9. And so many incredible rallies in this match. So fun to watch these 2 teams battle it out. Steep play from Ogboglu through the middle. That'll be her 4th point of the match. Cook just missing that serve short. Steep serve onto Larsson, trying to pin that outside hitter. Huge block for Italy. Nessie gets the block she was looking for. And they're all tied up for blocks, 8 apiece. And that will bring Italy to within 1 point of the USA. Villani underneath that ball. Sila with the pass. Out to Antropova. She'll tip it into the pot. No one there to get underneath it. Smart plays from Antropova. Mazzanti looking very pleased with that indeed. Onto Larsson's hands. Retke with the swipe through the middle. And again, it won't matter how that point is scored, if it's a paintbrush or not. Ball still touched the ground. Unfortunately, you don't get extra points for hitting it hard. So that set just a little bit higher than what Retke was ready for. But that play through the middle will work just fine. Villani with the set to Antropova. She just has to tip that over. Great up from Sila. Versino gets beneath it. Pipe set for Villani. She'll roll that onto Cook. Slide play is dug. Antropova down the line. Wongarantes, quick apology to her coach. That was a wicked swing down the line. Off the hand of Wongarantes and right onto the dome of Karch. He took it like an absolute champ, as you'd expect from such a talented volleyball player. The only surprise is that that ball wasn't perfectly dug. Antropova, serve onto Cook. Off the block, Antropova there to pick it up. Sila on top of the block. Carlini loses it above her. Italy scoring a quick few points to draw back even at 12s. So that pops off Retke. Carlini couldn't find that ball to play a second touch. Antropova hammers it down. Cook underneath it. Thompson right through the block. And that is sweet through that 10 position from Thompson. Thompson, the highest American scorer on court. 16 points now, 95 kilometers an hour between Lubin and Sila. Only bested by Antropova with 17 points. Larsson sails that ball over. Big swing, Larsson's underneath it. A roll shot covered by Villani. Sila with hands. Big swing from Lubin. All out of system. Versino can't put that third ball back over. Italy bested by a well-placed free ball from Cook. Larsson with too much on it. Italy go back to within 1. We are still very, very even in this set. Sila with the serve, cross court. Wong-Orontes takes it. Retke, this is high off the block. Larson picks it up. Carlini turns out to left side. Antropova covers the tip. Out to Villani. Wong-Orontes underneath it. Cook again. Sila's under it. Free ball for the USA. They go for the 10 attack. Sila gets under it, can't pop it up. Huge rallies, and we have 3 Italian players busting along. A lot of effort put through that front court, trying to get blocks in, trying to shut things down. We get a timeout call from Italy. USA up 15-13 in the third set.
Allora, solo una cosa sulle seconde linee. Sta giocando una palla più morbida, ok? Stiamo arrivando tanto profonde. Aspettiamo senza fretta e stiamo più dentro, in modo che se esce una palla dentro la prendiamo con il muro, ok? E non arriviamo così in fondo. Sul resto, ragazze, abbiamo avuto le nostre occasioni, dobbiamo solo restare dentro la partita, ok? Dentro la partita, difendere insieme a loro. Dai, via, via, raga, dai, dai.
Raga, questa boccia! Più ferme la prendiamo!
So Italy with just 2 points back from the USA, and we are tied a set apiece as it stands. Okay, hard onto Frasino, she digs it well. Villani with a big swing, and that is efficient for Italy. Very quick side out. We don't see a lot of those just pass set spike points with these two teams playing. It's a lot of really big defense and even bigger swings, but Villani, first time of asking for that point, puts it away. And Lubian is just short on that serve. Carlini now with the serve, and she'll go into the netting as well. So 1 for 1 on serves for these two teams. They're trying really hard to force the plays, find those hard shots. Floating that onto Cook. Thompson off the block, Frasino's underneath it. Out to Villani, she'll find hands, and Larson with the volley. Off the block, covered, Ogbogu's underneath it. Thompson again, blocked again. Out to Cook. Cook with the tip, and that's just off the block. Villani and Danesi getting fingertips on it. A substitution for the USA. Plummer coming in for front court. Danesi with a big swing through the middle, but she's dug. Thompson blocked hard. Villani making up for that last one. She'll fire that into the cross court. After that play, she's back to the baseline. Plummer with a huge swing. Cross court onto Frasino. And that is massive from Catherine Plummer. There's substitution for the USA. Ogbogu off, Ali Franti coming on for the serve. USA barely hanging on to a 2-point lead, 18-16, but still lots of back and forth in set 3. And Sila squeezes that one between the block and the net. Does a great job to make this point count. Substitutions all around. Franti back off, Ogbogu on, but switched out for Wong-Orontes. now for Italy. We're getting Federica Squarcini coming back through onto the baseline for Danesi. Huge swing from Plummer. My goodness, that's a spike. She has connected with that so clean. That will bring the USA back to 2 points ahead. Look at her pop into frame, nice and high. And she is so whippy, has somehow moved that around Antropova. Sila picks it up. Antropova tries to give it right back, just inches wide on that court. USA now 3 points ahead going into those final stages of the third set. Sharp pass onto Bosio. Sharp swing from Sila. Right down into the cross court. Quick apology from Wongarante. She was committed into that 5.5 position. It's a great set as well from Bosio. Hair in the netting, hair not counting for a net touch. For anyone who's wondering why that net's moving. Antropova just rolling it over the tape. Out to Plummer. Plummer again, such a steep swing. .92 kilometers an hour from Plummer. Cracking that away from her body. Big swing from Antropova. Italy stay to within 2 points. That one going right into that deep corner. Sila from the baseline. Out to Retke. Retke through the block. Lubian so close to this, showing lots of frustration. USA up 22-19, 3 points in it and 3 points to win. This one out of system for Sino. Bump sets out to Villani, who'll just bump it over. And Cook through the left side gives one more to the USA. They just need 2 points now to take the set, go up 2-1. Retke from the baseline looking to give 24 to her team, and that one just short of making it over the net. Italy still very much in this, 20 serving 23. Get a substitution, Danesi back on court. Lubian from the baseline. Can't dip that into court, so that's 24 serving 20 for the USA. They have 4 set points to work with. So it's the setter Carlini in the backcourt. USA have 3 swings up front. Antropova from backcourt. Wongarantes picks it up. Really nice bump to Carlini. High off the block, Sila's there. Out to Villani. She's blocked, there'll be coverage on it. Sila with the set to Antropova. Antropova finds the court. Antropova, highest point scorer on the court. 18 points now for her. 85 kilometers an hour with not even a full approach. Nice serve onto Plummer. Big swing down the line from Thompson. And the USA takes set 3, 25-21. 93 kilometers an hour on a dime down the line from Thompson. What a way to end the set. So USA takes set 1, 25-19. Italy takes set 2, 25-23, but the USA come back and take set 3, 25-21. So this now for Italy is do or die. If they can't come back in this fourth set, they will have their first loss of the tournament. Here's just a look at the stats from this set, and the USA on the attack, 20 to Italy's 14. Not a huge blocking game at the moment. Again, a lot of these swings making it through, but it's just the digs of both teams that are keeping the ball in play. Huge attacking from Cook through the left side. Thompson a little bit quieter this set, but making those through that front court. Again, a lot of block touches, but all of these plays coming through. Sila at 6 in the back. Doing a great job getting digs in this game. Larson as well. Another outside hitter for the USA doing a really great job sweeping through the back. So the USA up 2-1 over Italy here in our final match of the day, our 5th match day of the Paris 2024 qualification tournament. We're at our Pool C set up for the road to Paris. Again, the top 2 teams going to be guaranteeing a spot in the 2024 Olympics. And as it stands, Italy and the USA are the top 2 teams. Neither of them have dropped a match so far in this tournament, nor have either gone to 5 sets. So both of those situations would be a first for this team. No matter what, we'll be coming away with one team looking quite a bit better in the standings. Of course, nothing guaranteed yet. Still 2 match days to go for all 8 teams involved in this pool. So Carlini full of focus, starts off the serving for this match. Italy first on the board. Danesi through the middle, puts it away. Bosio with the serve onto Plummer. Out to Thompson, she tips down the line. Smart plays from Thompson. Just over that right shoulder of Bosio, who's camped out down the line, ready for a big swing or a short tip, but not a big tip. Helped out, I think, off the hand of Antropova, yeah. Got a little bit of touch off the fingertips, Thompson did. Good pickup from Fersino. Out to left side, huge swing from Villani. With the wind up, just off that outside hand of Thompson, she closed it off a little bit too much. Bugler through the middle is blocked and covered. Plummer through the left side, through the block. Plummer quite literally forcing her way through the hands of Nessie. 91 km/h spike speed. Boggu with the float serve onto Sila. Through the middle, on Boggu there to pick it up. Recchi again with a little bit of an off speed, but it causes problems for Italy. Sila with a big swing. Plummer off the block and away. That one hard off the head of Antropova. Maybe the only downside to being so tall and jumping high enough to get so much of your body above the net is that you risk this. And that is a hard struck ball from Plummer. Again, edging on that 100 km/h mark. So not a great feeling. Good pass from Sila. Out to Antropova. Hooks underneath it. High off the block. Forsino brings it back. Sila cannot bring that back inside of court. That set really, really wide. She had a very sharp angle to work with. Just see on your screen there, Recchi took a very weird, I think she went either off her own foot or off the foot of Thompson beside her. Just like a very weird deflection and a jolt to the ankle. She's back on her feet, walking it off, seems to be okay. We'll get Gennari coming in for Bosio to be the setter for Italy. It's a hard swing, Cook's behind it. Out to Plummer. Speaking of hard swings, but my goodness, Forsino does a great job to dig that. And Sila puts it away. This time it's in court. What an incredible point. Just heavy hitters all over the place for both these teams. On to Cook, beautiful pass. Finds Thompson, and of course Thompson finds her way through. Thompson now besting Antropova for a number of points scored. She's up at 20. Wangrantis beneath the pipe swing. Thompson looking to add another one, but she's dug. Gennari out to Sila. Forsino to cover the block. Sila again. The off speed causing problems for the USA. Good pickup down the line. Out to left side. Sila using the block. She gets so lucky. The athleticism trying to somersault out and dodge that ball coming back down. But it does hit off the block and then the antenna. I'm not sure if we'll see Sila fall out of frame. Off the hand of Recchi and into the antenna, but just off screen, Sila somersaulting, being a gymnast, trying to move out of the way of that ball to let it fall out of court. Italy back to within one, and Antropova on the baseline. Antropova, since that second set, hasn't been able to find her groove serving. Plummer with a very flat serve. And Sila manages to somehow squeeze that off the block. contact very, very nicely. She's the second highest Italian scorer on court. That'll be her 15th point of the match. Oh, an ace for Italy. Sila with that swing, then goes back to the baseline to add another one to the score sheet. This one hardly rotating at all and just dropping before Wong-Orantes and Plummer. Again, onto the same spot of court. Plummer takes this one well. Knocked off the block. Steep, but Wong-Orantes is underneath. Quick one out to Cook. And that one connects with the floor the same time as the hands of Fersino. It's a nice fast offense from Carlini. And Cook more than ready for that swing. Oh, and the same thing. Plummer making contact with the ball as that touches the ground. Lots of steep swings all around, but this time it's Antropova with it. 94 kilometers an hour. Plummer does a great job just to get a hand behind it. Lubian with the serve onto Plummer. Cook forces that ball down the line. Antropova pops it up. The roll shot onto Plummer is handled. Cook is blocked. There's coverage there. Free ball over. That's a tight pass. So unfortunate for Italy. The free ball turns into an overpass. Lubian hiding under her shirt. Some incredible defense from Carlini to grab that. Ogbogu to turn and then Plummer to play it over. But right back into the hands of Cook means a point for the USA, and they're up 8-7. Out to Antropova. Block is there, so is coverage. Both players running off the Terraflex to try and pick this one up. Neither make it in time. The floor starts to run out of slide when you get to the carpet area. Antropova and Gennari both hustling to try and grab this one. Carlini popping a short one over onto Sila. Big swing from Villani. Wong-Orantes beneath it. Plummer. Oh, Fersino, what a dig. Plummer again. And this time Plummer is into the tape. The set just a little bit too low for her big approach. What a dig from Fersino. Gennari from the baseline. Out to Thompson, and Thompson finds her angle. Make that 21 points for her. Oh, Cook just going for a cheeky one to pop it over the net. Doesn't quite get that over. At distance, exactly 9 meters, and tougher to do than you might think. The risk of that short serve is, of course, dropping it far too short. Plummer, the tip, covered by Gennari. Forced through the block, Sila does some great work on a volley. So we are tied at 10s. Both teams looking to take this. Italy to force it to a 5th. The USA to keep their winning streak alive after only 4 sets. Plummer passes that well. Out back to her, and Plummer right between Fersino and Volani in the back. When Plummer is in system, it is such a dangerous place to be. Carlini pushes that out so far, and then 98 kilometers an hour off that spike. Bogu with a flat serve over the tape. Seal with a big swing on Bogu's underneath it. The redirect from Dinesi. She was there and ready for it. So both teams going 1 for 1, leaving it all out on court. We knew this had the potential to be a tight match, but this is some incredible volleyball that we're seeing. That from Dinesi, just short, bouncing off the tape. Tight pass, Gennari deals with it very well. In system for the USA, Cook through the back. Volani's underneath it. Out to Antropova. Cook is under it. Thompson, and Thompson from backcourt. So the USA now pulling 2 points ahead. That was such a great dig from Volani, and this spike from Thompson at 90 kilometers an hour, just past the block of Sila. We'll get a timeout call from Italy. USA up 13-11 in set 4.
Solo una cosa però, su quei palloni lì, se vediamo che c'è tanta roba, ok, ci buttiamo dentro. Poi l'altra cosa, stiamo dentro la partita, perché lei ci ha tolto il posto 4 e poi lasciamo la pipe a 1, ok? Torniamo su quelle situazioni lì, quando possiamo. Poi l'altra cosa, stiamo più dentro, sulle super di là. Se scappa poi un pallonetto o la super, però su Plummer più dentro. Dai, via, dai, via.
Non vogliamo, raga, forza!
Thompson from the baseline, the USA finally putting some daylight between themselves and Italy in this 4th set, but still not a lot in it. Italy right in this match. Out to Antropova, she'll have to pull up, but it works for her. Takes everything off it. That set a little bit too far behind her. Antropova onto Cook. Plummer off the block. Lubian so close to shutting her down, but Plummer is a force to be reckoned with. Slide is into the antenna from Lubian. That set a little bit too far wide. She tries to get her arm out and around it, but there was a very sharp angle she needed to bring that back in court. Sila trying to bring it back from the adverts. Can't quite get underneath it. So the USA now with lots of space, 16-12. Italy have come back from more than this before. So we'll get a substitution. Bossio back on court for setting. Corsino with hands. Out to Sila, and that's a swing. Corsino does a great job to find Sila through that left side. Getting a few, or a little bit of space back. Still 13-16, about halfway through this fourth set. USA are gonna have to be careful to hang on to this lead. Sila onto Plummer. Out to Retkin, the slide is good. So clearly that ankle on Retkin feeling all right. Take off from that left foot up nice and high out to the antenna, and then turning that ball back across court. That's a high swing from Lubian, doesn't connect on top of the ball. So the USA now with a 5-point lead, getting closer to the end stages of the game. Substitution from Italy. We'll get DeGradi coming on court. Antropova doesn't connect, doesn't find hands. So dire straits for Italy. And we'll have a timeout call from them. USA up 19-13 in set 4.
Ehi, senza estremizzare quello che facciamo, ok? Anche perché abbiamo spazio, ci infiliamo là tra la parallela e la seconda. Oh, e dobbiamo fare neri di qua sul discorso dei mani out adesso, ok? Sulle parallele. Pochi colpi da quella parte, ok? Tranne se abbiamo l'anticipo, e andiamo a cercare un sacco di questa roba qua, ok? Dai, tutti, via!
È il momento di stare uniti, lei ci ha provato, stiamo uniti con tutti!
So things slowly slipping away from Italy. They have a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do it. Right on Bostio's hands, and that's a great swing through the left side from DeGradi. So 1 point back for Italy, still lots of work to do. It is Lubian on the baseline, and when her serve is on, this is a tough pass for the USA. Plummer deals with it beautifully. Oh, and good effort from Bostio to try and come back and bring this ball back into court, but it's just too far away. We'll get Thompson coming in for Carlini. And it'll be Wongarentis with hands for that second ball. And that's cracked down from Danesi. Italy still building up lots of momentum, and Larson and Carlini switch right back. And Danesi saying she didn't touch it, and that it's 4 touches. So Italy requesting a challenge on this play. They're saying that attack off the tape, not off the player. So the USA recycling that ball. Should have been the end of the rally. So actually, this swing well away from the block of Italy. hard angle when you're in line with the net as the ref is. So a good challenge from Italy. And they're now 16 serving 20. Thompson uses the hands of Antropova to her advantage. Oh, that's right into the hands of Plummer. And the call is a lift anyway on that coverage. The USA, again, ruthless at the tape. Nice swing through the middle. It's a nice turn from Danesi to go find Carlini in that one position. DeGrati with this top spin serve through to Ogbogu, and what a swing through the middle. Very efficient from the USA. They'll have a substitution now. Ali Franti coming through for Ogbogu to serve. Bumps that out to Sila. She's off the net. Squeezes that through regardless. Carlini gets behind it and finds Plummer. And that one just wide from Plummer. Italy still 5 points back and just 2 points for the USA to take the match. Sparcini coming through to serve for Italy. Top spin serve, hard onto Cook, out of system for the USA. Free ball over. Antropova with the tip. Thompson's underneath. Out to Plummer. Good coverage off that tip. Free ball over. USA now on the attack. Plummer hammers it away. Lubian does a really good job to get up and across there, but she's just a little bit too far off the net. And Plummer is going to put a ton of force on this. So match point USA, 24-18. It's Jordan Thompson on the baseline. Oh, short serve causing a lot of problems for Italy from Thompson. Out to Retke. And Retke with the tip on the slide. The USA take the match 3-1 over Italy. And their winning streak remains untarnished. Italy, on the other hand, suffering their first loss of the tournament. So big power hitting from both sides. Italy putting up an incredible fight. Some really, really insane rallies. Long rallies, longer than we've seen in this tournament so far. And both of these teams giving it their all, but it's the USA that come out on top, winning that first, third, and fourth set. Italy sneaking through, taking that second set 25-23, but what a match for both these teams. Things looking ever better for the USA to qualify in that top 2 position. Italy, on the other hand, not dire straits just yet after the loss, but all these teams have tough games going into the weekend. 2 more games each for all 8 teams here in Pool C at the road to Paris, but all smiles for Team USA after that match. USA really, really strong on their attacks near the end of that match. Thompson with 24 points. Cook as well with 16. Plummer with 11. Retke with 9. So 4 Americans, all with really big swings through the front court, through the back court as well, for those players not through the middle. Here's your team stats for the entirety of the match. USA, big attacking team, 63 to Italy's 58. Everything else pretty even, except check out those opponent errors. Italy just having 10 more than the USA creeping into their game. Of course, that's spread out along the 4 sets, but still not something Italy will have wanted. And a tough way to lose a game as a team when it ends up that you kind of beat yourself. But the USA using it very well to their advantage. They're one of those teams where you cannot give any space to. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And today they did a really good job of pushing through and taking that match 3-1. So here's our look at how this match day went. Colombia, Thailand, Poland, and the USA all pulling off wins. 2 5-setters today. So things getting really, really intense here in Pool C. In all the pools, really, if you want to check out those games, lots of tense, tight games. But it's the USA that come out on top in this one. And here's a look at your standings. USA 1, Italy 2 after that loss. And then Poland back in 3 after their win over Germany today. The other 4 teams scattering wins across the board. Thailand and Colombia getting their first win on the board today. Korea and Slovenia still looking for their first. Still have lots of action, lots of opportunity for volleyball coming up on Saturday and Sunday. But for today, that is it for our Road to Paris in our Pool C action. The 4th game of the day going the way of the USA. Thank you so much for joining myself, Kennedy Mason, for this match. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Lots more games for you. A lot more exciting volleyball here in Vosges, Poland, and for the Olympic qualifier.